Looks weird.
What's going on?
There we go. Hi guys, welcome back to Very Good Entertainment. This is episode 63. This is our politics and controversy episode. And we're just going to go off the hizzy.
The Mizzy and the Lizzie.
That's right. It's hot here. Is it hot where you are, Lola?
Got everything running though. Apparently our air conditioning bill last month was $300. Thing running.
Oh my god, I need a drink.
I mean, I said, our AC isn't working. Why does it cost so much? And Clint said, because it's still running even though it's not working. And I'm like,
Well, that's not fair.
But we got fans everywhere.
Yeah.
Survive.
God. Well, I found the one thing that I think almost everybody in the United States is using instead of AC. White Claw hard seltzer.
Not in the store. What's it like?
Well, I believe I don't remember what flavor it was, raspberry or whatever. It's 5%, and it is definitely seltzer. As you can see, it is clear as a bell. And you can hard pour it all you like. It's never going to form a head.
Guess not, because it's really more like soda, right?
But this one definitely smells like black cherry. It smells seriously like black cherry. You want to know the funny thing? For 3 days, it outsold every beverage in America. And today, it's outselling everything except for Blue Moon. Blue Moon is the only thing today that is outselling White Claw hard seltzer.
Just for alcoholic drinks?
For alcoholic drinks. Not even Budweiser and Miller can keep up with the sales of this, respectively, in ratio. Unbelievable.
Did you read that somewhere?
I've read it on several. Not only I actually glimpsed it on Salon, and I thought, well, I better check. So I started checking some of the economic forecasts, and it's true. It's just selling like hotcakes, just flying off the shelves. And
or moderately priced.
It's actually really reasonably priced. In these tall cans are $2.79 in 7-Eleven, which is outrageously cheap for that much
energy drink. That's
for
probably
that much
less
alcohol.
Than an energy drink. Yeah.
I mean, it tastes like water with a little bit of black cherry in it. It's not overwhelmingly sweet.
It have some sweet for 170 calories.
It is a bit sweet. I mean, it's got 3 grams of sugars. So that's it. 3 grams of sugars for the whole can and 170 calories, which really isn't bad. So if you're not looking for an actual beer, if you're not looking for, like a mixed drink, if you're not looking for something super sweet, this is definitely what you're looking for, especially in the heat of the summer.
So freaking hot. You just need something to stay hydrated.
A nice low sessionable.
I mean, as long as you're not going anywhere, I mean, if you're staying at home
or if you're walking around, it's it's good.
Don't walk around with it in your hands because that's still illegal. At least here.
In most places. There are places in the world where it is legal to walk around out in the street with an alcoholic beverage in your hand.
U.S.
Me.
New Orleans might not care too much. I guess it just depends where in New Orleans you are.
I'm not sure anybody's walking around New Orleans right now with a drink in their hand. Aren't they in the middle of Beery?
Are.
Oh, I really hope everybody there is doing all right and they're okay.
It is there. It's okay. In the progress today.
I wouldn't personally necessarily buy a whole lot of White Claw at one time, but It's great in between like heavier stuff.
Sea of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
When the apocalypse hits, man, nothing else will do. But you got some White Claw, you got some buying and selling power.
That is true. I wouldn't mind figuring out how to make a hard seltzer, but I mean, seltzer, you'd have to have a seltzer system unless you're going to naturally carbonate it. So,
Some soda machines you can buy. I don't know if that would be the same.
yeah, that's exactly how you make seltzer water. But it's so expensive for the cartridges. It's not worth it for me.
Wouldn't know how to get the alcohol in there.
Yeah, that's
And
kind of another thing. I don't know. I don't know how they ferment it to taste so clean.
I don't think it'd be the same just to take the alcohol and pour it in and mix it. Wouldn't be quite the
No.
same.
No. No, you'd have to ferment something.
So we'll let White Claw do it. They know what they're doing.
Yep. But it's definitely worth at least a try.
Got Pinot Noirs. I love Pinot Noirs.
Mm. Oh, we have some of the smokiest Pinot Noirs around.
That because of fires.
Well, the Columbia Gorge fire. They actually decided, just like the other company did with their supposedly smoky grapes, they decided to take their the actual damaged grapes, the smoke damaged grapes, and they made wine from it in order to sell it to help pay for trail reconstruction here in Oregon.
Sure, it's good. I like smoky stuff.
Now I understand, that you'd have to be a really, really good winemaker in order to keep a lot of the garbage flavors from coming through.
I imagine so.
If you go to OregonLive.com, Columbia Gorge Wineries release Eagle Creek Fire Pinot Noirs to raise funds for restoring hiking trails. And they've got years of work left. Years. I remember doing trail reconstruction, and it's no joke. It's expensive and time consuming.
Oh. Liver.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
They deliver the Pinot Noirs and people outside of Oregon can get it. I saw the suggested retail price.
Oh yeah, it is very, very expensive, but it is a charity item. So if you're about the price, remember this is a charity item. It is going directly to a charity type event for reconstructing all these trails. So I can understand that.
Deliver. I'll have to look into that. I doubt they do, but
it's possible. I mean, the other winery group delivered.
Okay.
So it is possible.
To look. And the link for the actual wineries. I'm looking at the article you put up. Not sure what the actual
Phelps Creek has tastings this weekend.
That's what I was looking at, the $65. I just saw the price, $65. Went,
Well, I believe they may have them on each individual winery link. There's PhelpsCreekVineyards.com, staveandstone.com, MountHoodWinery.com.
They're making me go through a firewall.
Oh my. Okay, this is kind of weird.
All right. I'm not going to sign up for some art publishing thing.
No.
Nah. Oregon Live to do that. I mean, I guess I can just type it out.
Oh yeah, if you don't click on the link in the article, just look for
Save
like
and
Phelps. Just look for like Phelps Creek's Vineyards, and you'll get there. They're taking. I really dislike it when the Oregonian does this. They put the link in, and then they force you to go to a different link in order to get to where you're going to. That's manipulative.
And they wanted me to sign up for something. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sign.
They're gonna get a mouthful from me.
Let me read the article. If you're gonna put a paywall up, just don't even let me read the dang article. Don't waste my time.
Vince Wine Store. Aha, 2017 Calamity release. It releases today, Saturday, July 13th. Waiting list is now open. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay. I guess a lot of people.
So they're serious, and that's fantastic if they actually have a waiting list. Visit our online store. Or is it just gonna? Oh, here we go. Reward specials. Oh, well, they must have shipping if they're giving you a choice to actually put it in a cart.
Stave and Stone, and it says ship to all other states. I'm clicking on it and nothing's happening. So.
I know there are some places where you can't get alcohol shipped to you, and of course you're going to have to show. And of course you're going to have to show an ID.
One thing about delivery is someone has to be here. Usually that's the way it works. Someone has to be here to answer the door. And
yes, that can be very frustrating. Especially if, I mean, you could have it shipped to, somebody who's home all the time, or your business if you own your own business.
And see, I can't have it shipped to my work because they're very conservative.
Yeah.
Jesus drank wine. That's not good enough for them. They're like, nope.
Although I wonder if they use UPS, could you put it at a UPS point and then show your ID? Because you have to show your ID at a UPS point anyway.
Ship to UPS and then we pick it up at UPS?
Yeah, if they use UPS, which they probably do, they can't use the US Postal Service. If they use UPS, if you have them ship it, I wonder if you're allowed to have it shipped to a shipping point. That would be
Florida.
Be interesting.
I'm trying to click on Florida. It's being mean. I don't want to click. I want Florida. I've had wine delivered before because I remember years ago I used to have a Riesling delivered. This was before I knew I liked red wines better.
Yeah.
That wasn't Boone's Farm that I drank.
So you like red wines? Do you know which red wines you like?
My favorite is San Sebastian, which is out of St. Augustine. There's my other favorite right now called Replication. To different types, and they say they replicate, more expensive. And every one of them has been solid. Every one I've had has been really good, and I get them from the grocery store. So those are the two that I drink most. Sometimes it's something to buy one get one free at the store, I'll get it. But usually I stick to what I know I like.
Do you like sweeter reds or the drier ones?
I prefer sweeter, but
it's funny because I love sweet like sweeter red wines, but then Old Vine Zinfandel caught my interest, and that stuff, it's just a little dry, but like it's got this outrageous, like grape taste to it.
Okay, I would like that. I like it when you really get the fruit notes.
Yes.
And I mean, I like hearty, deep dark wines that you feel going down your throat. That's what I like the best. So I don't mind if it has a little bit of kick. I just don't like really dry. Like I like Merlots. I used to like Cabernet Sauvignons, but I've gotten tired of them recently.
I don't really like Cabernets. They're so dry for me.
They're too dry. Yeah, I used to like them. Yeah, I used to like them, but not so much anymore. Now I stick to Merlots. I like red blends that are more sweet than dry, and that's a crapshoot. If you see red blend, you don't know whether it's going to be sweet or dry or what. So that's why San Sebastian has a really sweet red wine that I love called Vineyard Red. That's like my favorite. And they have them in the stores up here.
I like Italian house red wines.
Okay.
Like you get at restaurants, like
Olive Garden.
Yeah,
I would like it too. I'm cool with that. I can do me some, house wine. I tend not to go for the expensive stuff. Shocking. If it's been a good day and like I just got paid, I may get a $15 bottle of wine from the grocery store. Most of the time, it's between $7 and $12.
Yep.
Like
I try to stick under the $9 line, and sometimes there'll be a Malbec that's like $5, and I'll grab like 3 bottles. I'm just like, oh my God, I love this store.
Yes. I know. I mean, if I like it and it's cheap, I'll do it.
Well, did you drink all your beers?
Oh, I haven't opened it yet. It's right here.
Oh, there you go.
And I think I've had this one before. Clown Shoes. Porcine Unidragon. I remember the name Unidragon. So I've either had this one or a variation of it.
Oh.
And it's American Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. And the cover is a unicorn with a pig flying, several pigs flying beside it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's perched on a mountain or something. Let's see what else I can say. This is Blakehorn Unidragon. Yeah, I've had the Blakehorn Unidragon, made with beechwood smoked malt, which adds a natural meaty note. There's no actual meat in the brew. Aged 100% in bourbon barrel. That's good to know. Bourbon barrels.
I put Clown Shoes Unidragon into Google, and immediately Total Wine started advertising to me.
Yeah, that happens. They're clever like that. But I like Total Wine. Aged 100% in bourbon barrels. Little piggies run, squealed to the heavens. I don't know what pigs have to do with it. Clown Shoes wishes you luck.
I don't think Clown Shoes really has to make sense because
Clown Shoes.
Their beer is so good.
Their beer is really good. And I know that sometimes their covers aren't very good, but I love their beer.
I think they could basically just say, here, this is a lovely stout we have gotten for you.
Yep. All right.
Oh, look at that. That is beautiful.
Very opaque. Hardly any head, but that's okay because it's going to be meaty, which means it's going to be heavy. Oh, it smells really good. Very malty. Just a very sharp smell. It fills my nostrils, and I like that.
Well, tasty. I see some people commented that oh yeah, I agree. Tux Ramus Gaming, it does look like a fantastic beer.
It is good. Do we have some viewers?
Well, we have Tux Ramus Gaming on there.
Tux Ramus Gaming.
That's I think that's our producer.
Oh, well, thank you, Tux Ramus Gaming. I appreciate that. It is very good, very tasty. Definitely, I get the meatiness.
And we are working on it is actually working on mobile, our new system here on Twitch.
I'll have to try that.
Makes it really wonderful.
Yeah. Mhm.
I see comments under other things that there's supposedly a lot of vanilla, there's bitter chocolate, and somebody said
definitely
that
bitter
they tasted peat,
heat.
like like you'd get in scotch.
Oh, I don't know anything about Scotch. It definitely tastes alcoholic.
Oh,
Now I'm getting like an almost bacony taste, but it's kind of bitter. Kind of like they say the dark chocolate. It's kind of bitter. I got kind of a bitter taste in my mouth that I'm not thrilled about. It's like I want to do this.
yeah, there's supposed to be a lot of really dark chocolate in it.
It tastes burnt. It really tastes
That's
burnt,
yeah.
and I'm not thrilled about that. I'm like doing this, trying to get it off my
So
tongue.
it is a super dark, like Russian. Yeah.
But it's just got a little bit more bitter than I'd like. Because I've had Russian Imperial Stouts, but this is really just got that bitter aftertaste, like smoked, like but fire, like burnt. And so I'm not happy about that. I don't know where that comes from. Might be from the bourbon barrels. I don't know. It may just be more bourbon than I'm used to.
It could be. It could be.
It's very alcoholic. And I don't really like to taste alcohol. And so I think that's going to be an issue with me with this beer. I'm definitely tasting alcohol.
Yeah.
I'll have to do this.
Well, I mean, that's I get a lot of that off like 99% of Russian Imperial stouts.
I've had
Like
plenty of Russian Imperial Stout.
what I taste is like a lot of the alcohol, which is why I buy them so very rarely.
It could be possible that I'm changing, but I've had plenty of Russian Imperial Stouts and not had a problem. Because usually the Imperial just means
it could
hot,
be
right?
any number of things, maybe some you've eaten recently or
I mean, it could just be this, brand because Clown Shoes doesn't do anything half-ass. They do everything all the way. So it could just be Clown Shoes.
They go all in when they make a beer.
And so they just may have gone all in with the bourbon.
Just like Ninkasi and Stone go all in with their hops. They don't mess around.
They don't mess around.
If they
This doesn't mess around.
Yeah, if they say it has hops, they're not joking.
It's like 99% hops. Yeah, this definitely has prominent alcohol taste, and it's a bit much for me. I didn't notice it until it came in on the back end.
Yeah, Pelican, I believe Tsunami Stout is Pelican Brewing. And it's like that too. It's one of the few beers that they don't joke around with. Tsunami is going to rip into your mouth and tell you what it is. Some people really enjoy that though.
I'm not like that. Not anymore. At least it wasn't expensive. It was only $8 for a bomber, which is pretty good if you ask me. $8.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So, yeah, I may end up either mixing it with something or just foregoing it. It's too much. I mean, I'm feeling the urge to go get my tongue scraper.
Oh, yeah, mixing it with something else might be a good idea.
That might help. It's just a bit too much.
Well, I do have 2 items of beer news, and then I'll go quickly through the events.
Okay.
Apparently, the world's best Belgian wit beer is now available in cans. It's I've never had this Blanche de Chambly from Unibrew.
Oh, Unibrew. They have that yeast that's very distinctive. Okay, they're Canadian.
It's available in cans and it's available year round.
Okay. I like Belgian wits. I could use the Belgian wit right about now to counteract the strong alcohol taste.
White Claw?
Yeah, I could use a White Claw right now. Something.
And let's see. Puerto Rico's favorite beer is now available. Besides being available in Florida, it's now available in Connecticut.
That's
because
unusual.
who knew Connecticut has a huge population of Puerto Ricans.
I did not know that. Who'd have thought? I've heard of New Yorkers, New York. I know they have a huge population.
Did not know there was a big enough population of Puerto Ricans in Connecticut so that I believe 10 to 15 stores started importing their favorite beer, which is Medalla Light.
I've never had Medalla Light, but that's interesting.
It's available in Florida. I believe I only found one store in Florida.
Oh, well, then it may not be up here. Was it maybe down in Miami?
I don't remember where. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I can figure it out.
I went to a beer finder, and I only saw one store, but I saw like 10 or 15 that were carrying Medalla Light in Connecticut.
And this article says they just started in Florida last year, so they're probably rolling.
So if you're looking for a Puerto Rican beer, hipsterize it. Go looking, and maybe we could actually make it come to the West Coast. That'd be kind of cool. I'd love to taste a major Puerto Rican beer. That'd be pretty cool.
This says they have it at Sam's Club.
We have Sam's Club out here, but it's definitely not out here.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not. I'm trying to see. It's not. I haven't found yet where in Florida. I don't know. If I ever see it, I'll try it.
Medalla Light. And there is no Medalla regular. There is only Medalla Light.
That works. I'll probably. This is Orlando.
So go Puerto Ricans. You are more than welcome to bring your beer to the United States.
We'll take it.
We will pay you. We will pay you for your beer.
We'll buy it.
And beer events. July 13th through the 26th, there's a beer tasting aboard the Clipper Tall ship in New York, New York. I will miss that because I love being on ships. And I've only been on one tall ship and it hasn't gone anywhere.
Oh, what ship was it?
It was the Star of India in San Diego.
Okay, it's just
it was just tied up. It hasn't moved in quite a long time.
Was it like a tour? You had a tour?
Yeah, there are tours that go through the Star of India. It's it has 3 big masts on it. They say it's a clipper ship, but I'm not sure exactly what type of ship it is. It's a tall ship. It's very beautiful.
Okay.
Let's see. July 20th, there's a beer relay race at Scenic Six.
Anywhere if I'm drinking beer.
At Scenic Six Park in Potlatch, Idaho. If you've never seen a beer relay race,
it's hilarious.
Yeah, if you are anywhere near Potlatch, Idaho, you need to go to this. It is funny.
So are you drinking while you're relaying things, or are you relaying?
Well, you're relaying. You drink a beer, then you run part of the track. You drink another one. You run part of the track. Drink another one.
I'd be going in circles.
Yeah, by the end, everybody can barely stand up. It's hilarious.
I'd be falling all over the place. I'd end up crashing into the wall or crashing into another person.
Oh yes, lots of crashes into each other happen.
They would really need to have some kind of cushioning around.
It's all in pretty good fun, and the competitors seem to enjoy it.
Well, that's good, especially the beer.
The day after my birthday, July 24th, the Oregon Brewers Festival is happening on the Portland waterfront. Definitely go to that one.
Are you going?
I believe the Oregon Brewers Festival not only have like local brewers, but they also have home brewers there.
Good. Okay.
And August 15th, Bend Brewfest at the Les Schwab Amphitheater in Bend, Oregon.
Ah, how far is Bend from you?
4 hours? 4 hours, I think.
I just don't realize how big Oregon is.
Well, the Willamette Valley itself is pretty big. I mean, to us, because we have bikes,
Yeah.
getting to Idaho takes 8 or 9 hours.
Oh, wow. And it's just one step over. It's one state over, right?
It is. It is. You have to go through like a whole set of mountain ranges, and then you have to go through the Badlands, which connect Oregon and Idaho together.
Okay.
Badlands is no joke when it comes to desert environment.
Is that like the Badlands and into the Badlands? Is that like, is there just one?
I don't think so. It's not from any specific thing. It's a park called the Badlands, and it's a desert environment. It is harsh.
I didn't realize they had environments like that up there. I thought that was just more of like an Arizona, New Mexico, California type thing, like Southern California.
No, the Eastern Oregon is actually a desert.
I did not know that.
It actually contains some of the, coming as a partial soil scientist, it contains some of the most beautiful examples of how soil has changed over time in the Western United States. But
that's cool.
Not many people enjoy sitting around looking at dirt.
I think it would be interesting. I mean, when it's like desert dirt, desert sand,
desert dirt.
Desert dirt.
Yeah, there are floods and washouts and buildups and marshes and all kinds of things that have happened here in the West.
Yeah, because I know they found a lot of dinosaur bones up there, right?
Yeah, we actually found a mammoth.
Wow, that's so
right
cool.
next to one of our stadiums.
Whoa!
Yes.
How did they?
It wasn't in great shape, but there was discussion for a time of changing the name of the stadium because of the mammoth
They
skeleton.
could have called it Mammoth Stadium.
Although they could have.
Mammoths can't pay for the naming rights, so
yeah,
They'd probably rather let Wells Fargo or something pay.
Yeah,
that's how it is down here, anyways.
Well, I don't think that you'll need to drink very much to celebrate the next bit of news, which is political.
Oh, okay.
We have our first dropout from the Democratic race.
Oh, I saw that. I know the 30-year-old something guy dropped out.
Swalwell.
Uh-huh.
I like to call him Swallowwell.
I like that. He might. We don't know. We may never know. Now that he's going to be a private citizen.
I'm really glad he dropped first because he was a butt kisser, and I
remember I didn't like him.
It irritated me. He irritated me during the debates, and I think the debates really hurt him enough so that he knew he wasn't going to get anywhere near enough money to continue.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remember he annoyed me. Almost everybody annoyed me. I don't even know. I still like Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, he was the one that was telling Joe Biden to pass the torch.
Oh, yeah, that annoyed me. I was like, oh, no, don't you dare. I mean,
pass the torch to you? You're not going to make it.
That pissed me off. And I think I liked Biden's response. I don't remember what he said, but he said something. But
yeah. See, he was already canceling campaign events in New Hampshire. You can't do that. You can't do that and expect to get anywhere.
Yeah, it's like one of the key places.
New Hampshire and Iowa.
Okay, yeah.
You got to be able to hack Iowa, you know?
Yeah. I guess he's still a representative in California, so he can go back to doing that, I guess. What Wikipedia says, office representative, Democratic California 15th District. I just didn't like him.
Well, I guess he could just go back and concentrate on his job now. Who do you think is going to be next?
To drop out?
Any guesses?
Well, I think the crazy lady needs to drop out. Love will bring us together.
Love
The starry-eyed lady. Love will win, sir. Love will win. I think she needs to go. Marianne, what's her name? But I don't know if she will. There are a lot of them that I didn't care for.
God, I can't believe I have all these. Yeah, are you talking about Amy Klobuchar?
Me?
Oh no, Marianne Williamson.
Her.
Oh yeah, she's
flaky. And I'm kind of flaky myself, but she was flaky.
Well, she just doesn't really have an impact. No. You know?
And she has no experience. She's not in politics. I just thought.
Did you know that Donald Trump actually does have a competitor?
No, there's someone running on the Republican ticket.
Bill Weld.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either until I just looked at citizenscount.org.
But I don't know how that works. I mean, if the Republican Party backs Trump, would this guy be able to get on the ballot?
Well, he'll get on the ballot if he can hang in there for. Remember, there's a Republican primary, just like there's a Democratic primary. Yeah. So the Democratic primary, Republican primary, if he can hang in there, then then it'll supposedly be up to the voters.
I always thought that if there was an incumbent, that the party pretty much backed them, and they didn't.
Well, the voters still get to choose in the primaries.
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
I mean, I'm no longer listed as a Democrat. But I don't know. I mean, I have months and months left to choose whether I'm going to re-register as a Democrat or not. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see.
Okay, I found an article on Fortune.com. So it looks like I was wrong. It says, regardless who takes the nomination for the Democrats, President Donald Trump will face a battle before Election Day. Those running a primary campaign against a sitting president have little chance of success. The only elected president to lose his bid for a second term in the following primary was Franklin Pierce in 1857, according to NPR. But that doesn't mean their campaigns won't have an impact. Presidents who face a reputable challenge in the primary frequently lose re-election, even after winning their party's nomination. A divided party is less likely to turn out the votes needed. Okay. So I guess it does happen. I did not know that because, for instance, when Obama and Bill Clinton were incumbents, I never voted in a primary because, I just assumed that they were the candidates.
Well, I voted in the Democratic primary last time, and I was still registered as a Democrat when the final election came around. I don't know if I'm gonna do that this time or not. I don't know. That Trump is a huge threat.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. It's so confusing. It's so difficult to decide.
I'm thinking Jason might like this guy. It says his name is William Weld, at least one of the people. This article is from April, so it could be outdated, but this said William Weld is one of the ones challenging Trump, and he says he's economically conservative, but he supports abortion rights, same-sex marriage, and climate change action. So that might be somebody for Jason.
So I do not see him on the candidate financing information at all.
Oh, this is from April, so he might have dropped out.
Well, it has citizenscount.org should be updated. Delaney, Castro, Buttigieg, Bullock, Biden, Bennett. No, it is definitely updated because Swalwell is not on the list anymore.
Oh.
On citizenscount.org. Yeah, Swalwell isn't on there. So it looks like this is an updated list. Oh, Bill Weld was running as a libertarian.
Oh, well, this article said, well, it could, I thought they were saying he was a Republican. They said that he was challenging Trump, but I guess it could have meant as a libertarian he's challenging him.
No. He is, this time he is running as a Republican.
So he's still in the count?
Yes, he's running as a Republican, right directly against Donald Trump.
Oh, he is running as a Republican. Okay. But
I don't see any information on him as to, I mean, I see Donald Trump on there as to his candidate financing, but I don't see anything on Bill Weld's financing. So I'm not sure where he stands in candidate financing.
Yeah, I don't know either. But that's,
yeah, I think Marianne Williamson and Andrew Yang are probably, which is sad because Andrew Yang is actually known for his support of universal basic income.
Yeah. I remember that from the debate, like $1,000 or whatever, everyone just gets $1,000.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that would be enough. You know, I don't know. Some people, I don't remember.
Well, it would keep you from starving. I don't think it would pay for, I don't think it would pay directly for, your living situation and everything you need to live, but it might help.
Yeah. If it were up to me, I would just make food free and healthcare. And I would just say, okay, food is free, your basic food. You can always get a sandwich or something. Yeah. And water is free, good water. That's what I would do.
I wish water could be free.
I wish it would be. And good water, not tap water, good water.
If we could put utilities back the way they used to be, it might really help. Unfortunately, making everything very governmental is against what a lot of Americans want. It's really tough to do that anymore. When is the next Democratic debate schedule?
Yeah, we
Democratic debate schedule.
We should have another one coming soon.
July.
That's when? July.
Okay, June 26th, June 27th was the first one. July 30th and July 31st are the next Democratic debates.
Okay. And I know I asked someone before when the election is, when the primary is, but I don't remember. Oh, Fortune's wanted me to sign up for something. No, Fortune, I don't want to sign up for a stupid thing. I was just trying to...
They all want you to sign up for something nowadays.
I know, I don't want to sign up. I can't even remember, passwords to stuff I actually need. I'm not going to sign up for anything else.
Republican primary election scheduled. Oh no, that's 2012. What, Google? Why are you showing me 2012?
Google sucks. Oh, here's Ballotpedia, full 2020 candidate list. I remember I used Ballotpedia, I think, a lot for the last election. Michael Bennett, Joe Biden, Bill de Blasio, Cory Booker, Steve Bullock, Pete Buttigieg. I think he was okay. Don Delaney. Tulsi Gabbard was okay, I thought. I think, like we discussed before, you really don't know just from watching someone in an election. I mean, in a
no, you got to go through, the history of what they've done. I don't tend to put other people's opinions into it. So, I'm not looking on Facebook for what Facebook thinks about candidates. I mean, I will look into the history. I will look into the history of, of people, of the jobs they've held, and, other public things that they've done. If they haven't done anything public,
no. Sometimes all you can do is go on personality.
It's kind of amazing that Google just can't just tell you. They've already set here we go, 2020 presidential election calendar. Debate. February 2020, Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Nevada, South Carolina. March is Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Democrats abroad. Kansas, Kentucky. Looks like most everything happens in March 2020.
So we still got a while. We still got
yeah, we got until February, March, April. Oh, good Lord. I don't get to vote until May.
When Oregon?
I have a whole year away until the Oregon primaries.
Wow. I found Ballotpedia has a list of presidential candidates.
There we go.
Got some new candidates since the last debate. Seskak is new.
I didn't think they're allowed to do that. Oh,
no either, but that's what Ballotpedia says.
Oh, okay.
He's just announced on July 9th.
Oh my goodness. Guys, what are you doing? Come on.
Oh, I guess they're waiting for some other people to drop out. Right now that I can't remember who's who.
It's like a giant pack of dogs just snarling,
yipping at each other, trying to get the most attention. And I don't like attention seekers. Good, maybe we should all just kind of so they thin themselves out.
Yeah. Bernie does very well with vets. Bernie does very well with veterans.
Mm-hmm. That he wouldn't give a straight answer.
But I want to see somebody who's going to, reduce the active military budget and actually put it into something useful, like our infrastructure, because it's all falling apart.
Use it for the military. Use it for programs for people in the military, like humanitarian programs.
How about actually paying all of our active military so they can afford to live?
I mind seeing money going towards helping people.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't
or money that actually goes back into the United States, in the form of the services that we need to improve a lot of the stuff here in the United States, because we're just not spending money on the things we need.
Stuff here at home. To see more spent on education. Friend Jason earlier when we were talking said that he doesn't want to pay for education because he doesn't have kids. To pay for education because I want people to be educated. I mean, we were going to talk about whose child licked a tongue depressor.
Yeah.
That if we had good education in this country, people would know better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want in society to be educated so that they're hopefully less likely stupid things.
Yeah, I'd really love our presidential candidates to be educated enough so that when they make president, they can tell what is legal and what is not legal.
And they would know the airports weren't around during the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
Simple
or
thing.
that if if the Supreme Court has already ruled on something, they shouldn't go behind the Supreme Court's back. And
that's the highest court. They call it the highest court for a reason.
Yeah, that's he originally said he was gonna we thought this okay. Supreme Court ruled on it, census question just laid to rest, right? No.
He was going to do an executive order.
Yeah, he was going to try to do an executive order to try to put the question on it anyway, even though the Supreme Court ruled on it. And then I guess somebody finally told him, look, dude, that's just not going to happen.
Back down, right?
Yeah, so he backs down from that enough so that he's still going to do an executive order. And now he's going to do an executive order to give his administration all the information about immigration that he wants. Who exactly in the United States is an immigrant and who's not?
We're all immigrants.
Here's a question. Don't you already have a department for that?
There's ICE.
No, it's not ICE. It's a whole department for immigration.
Yeah.
What kind of information does he want? I mean,
he wants a task force that will wipe out immigrants. He doesn't want the immigration department that exists because he probably thinks they work for immigrants.
He's not going to get any cooperation from places like Oregon. It's not going to happen.
Good. It's
not going to happen. People consider Oregon sanctuary because it is. If you've come into the United States and either legally or illegally, then if you're in a place, then you should have a way to ask for legal and illegal immigration status. There shouldn't be a time when you're so terrified of being put into a concentration camp that you try to hide out. Shouldn't happen. Really.
You shouldn't be scared with deportation. People have been here 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. That's just cruel.
Hey, try if you want to fix the problem, try increasing the judge staff that are available to put these immigrants into the legal process. Cutting back on the legal staff that is available to illegal immigrants is not going to help. It just makes it worse.
Yeah, it just means they're not going to have any recourse. They're not going to be any help. And that's when people are more likely to go into criminal activities, ill, or starve. Yeah. The people are here, whether they're here legally or not. We need to take care of them. They're human beings.
And looping back around to the education thing, I agree with our producer. I don't want to be surrounded with dumb people. I don't care if it's not my kids going to school or not. I don't want to be surrounded by dumb people.
I want them to have at least a basic education so they know basic right from wrong. Basic things like where Canada is and Europe is, and that
what vaccinations are.
Countries were involved in the Axis and which were involved in the Allies, because no.
And that, exactly what Puerto Rico is. Come on.
Territory. I don't think Trump knew that until
No.
someone told him.
I still think Trump doesn't care.
I know he doesn't care, but I don't think he even knew. I mean, we need decent education.
That's a really dangerous thing to have in in that position. Really super dangerous.
About education, I think we need an arts program.
That is true. Art should be treated, although we have such a conglomeration of problems now. Where on the list would we put our arts programs?
To be near the top, because only outlet we write makes us feel better, and that makes them feel better. Sometimes that's the only outlet kids get, especially if they come from a bad home situation. What they want to do with their life when they get out of high school, and they need to be able to develop it while they're in high school so that they can hopefully get into a college and develop it further, to make that available for kids.
So are you are you also in favor of the zero tuition colleges as well?
Funnily enough, Georgia did that. After I went to Alabama for college, for free, it was from the lottery program. And if you had a B+ average or more, you could go to college for free. I don't think they do it anymore, but I thought it was great. I think it's a great idea, as long as it's sustainable to pay for it.
There's the big question. Mm-hmm. How are we going to pay for it? I mean, so I haven't taken a look. I obviously I don't have access to all the money that the United States makes. I know that our military budget is like way overblown and not used usefully at all. If we cut back on that, we could actually make our taxes work usefully. And we'd have a lot more money to spend on the arts programs, on the zero tuition colleges. And then I'm also concerned about all the insurance programs that suck money.
What insurance program?
Like all the insurance, insurance is a huge thing in the United States.
Health insurance?
Health insurance, auto insurance, like there's insurance for like everything now. Every time you turn around, you have to purchase insurance for something, especially like health insurance, and it's way overblown.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Even with health insurance.
So, and the insurance program, the insurance companies are pretty much guaranteed to get support and not ever like go down the toilet.
Well, we saw that.
Which is terrible. Yeah, which is terrible for a country like the United States.
A lot of them got bailed out. Some of the companies went under after all the hurricanes in 2004. Some of them went under, but a lot of them were bailed out. Don't really have to take that much of a risk, it turns out.
Yeah. There are a lot getting bailed out, but how do we deal with all the money being spent on insurance as well? That's another confusing and frightening subject for me. Wall Street. Wall Street is do even a quarter of the companies on Wall Street pay enough into the system to make it work?
Like with the banks, like what,
Yeah. Yeah, like with
about 10
the
years
banks. I mean,
ago?
they they have these huge amounts of money, but is the money actually going back into the United States where it can be used? Yeah, exactly. I don't know either.
Not. I mean, there's the trickle down is a myth.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
stays at the top. The top, it stays there. It's not trickling down to us. It's just not.
These are a lot of things that I have a limited amount of time to go and study. And for people who have, you know, like more a full-time job, more than one
Almost a
full-time
class a
job,
month.
when do they get the time to go and study these questions?
Don't. And I mean, I try to read up on stuff, but then I get tired.
Or
Con.
confused? Or
Believe one article says one thing, one says another, and I just don't really know who's telling the truth most of the time.
and
Oh,
that's where we see Facebook taking, you know, Facebook groups taking a hold, because then they seem more trustworthy than things that you're reading. So that's the opinion that people go with.
and
And
the
that's
echo
really,
chambers too.
yeah, that's really dangerous.
Group with people who believe the same you do, and you're like, oh, did you see this? Oh, did you see that? And you're already held belief.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's like, no, pretty much tend to be on the same page. It's good when we disagree once in a while or we have different viewpoints because we don't want to be echo chambers.
Yes. That
Um,
is true. Just making sure and checking our chats.
I'll have to figure out my Twitch password later. I'll
It's a new system. We'll get there.
get used to it.
I actually think the sound and the video from this seems absolutely fantastic. I'm actually
It
really
sounds good.
I'm actually really impressed. Twitch has done a really good job.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at it later.
Yes, and we have the Twitch chat on the actual video itself.
Okay, is anyone
Well,
on it?
I know Che is on there. I'm on there.
Hey, Jay!
But we have had 657 total views.
Channel? Yeah, that's not too bad.
We'll get there.
Get there. Get myself back together. I still haven't found a groove. Get there eventually. Lately. Did I ever tell you what the sleep doctor said after my sleep study?
Oh, what?
18 times an hour.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's
man.
probably why I'm so tired. But she started me, like I said, the new medicine that's it's for restless leg syndrome. I'm reading it. It's also Parkinson's. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
medication can be used for multiple conditions. So, you know, if don't worry, if you had Parkinson's, she would
be
tell
covered.
you. She would tell you.
You know, she doesn't really know why it happened. She just said that my legs kick and I wake up times an hour. I've slept the last few nights though. I definitely slept the night before because I woke up snoring. I woke myself up with my snoring, so I was definitely sleeping.
Sensitive. Okay. A small technical issue.
You know the thing we were talking about before the show when it was kind of yellow and orange and then it was green?
Yes.
You just need to grab that.
What, to the left?
To the left, yeah.
Her?
Yeah,
Oh,
turn it down.
so he needs you to turn your mic sensitivity to the left on that bar that you did before
Just
in Discord.
See,
Under
user settings.
user
voice and
settings,
video, I
voice
think.
and video,
Yeah.
I
and
just
input sensitivity.
tried to do it and I did something wrong. Settings, edit, right? Oh no, it's not edit. It's
No. Down on voice and video.
maximize my window. Maximized it. Hold on. Maximize. I want you to maximize. Come on, go over.
Just in the chat or in the video call, you'll see the little cog.
Okay. Input sensitivity.
Yes, input sensitivity. Go ahead and move it. Go ahead and move it to the left.
All the way,
way
yellow
to the
part.
left.
To the left. Okay, it's at minus 100
Yeah.
Okay.
decibels.
Yeah. Good. Is that
That sound.
and cha-ching. Oh, let's see. I now I have to close documents. Let's see. We talked about Eric Spalwell. And we talked about Columbia Gorge Winery. We talked about Unibrew. We talked about Mandala Light. We talked about Spalwell. Oh, that where I was talking about Trump backs off the citizenship question. I got that off NPR.
Okay.
We haven't talked about the.
No, education.
So yeah, we talked about the education. So fair or too far?
I don't know.
A child in a medical office licks a tongue depressor and puts it back into the jar. Now I understand, right? This could cause a medical emergency for some people.
By the way, that's here in Jacksonville.
And they are now they arrested the mom and they are charging her with a felony crime. Is that fair?
For the felony crime.
I mean, they did have to go through like the entire place. They had to remove it. They had to remove everything. They had to sanitize everything and then replace all the equipment.
It just because of a tongue depressor?
Well, there's one video. There's video proof that she did one thing.
That she could have done other stuff. They
But
don't know.
anything in that room could have been compromised.
They don't know. So they had to take the more prudent course. Yeah.
So I mean, is it fair to charge her with a felony crime for that? I mean, I don't think that would have happened when I was a kid.
Well, there wasn't video like that, so no one would know.
I think that the kid definitely would have gotten kicked out of the doctor's office. They wouldn't have seen her anymore.
Maybe banned. Yeah, probably banned.
But I think that, I mean, is that harsh enough nowadays? Do they have to make her a public display of? Seems pretty harsh, doesn't it?
Yes. Now this article you linked to says that she said she discarded the used depressor after the recording, but elsewhere it says she put it back.
Yeah, but she did put it back into the container. It doesn't matter if she
Yeah.
took it out of the container. All those
And
tongue
threw it away.
depressors, not only were all those tongue depressors then,
Ruined.
you know, completely out of service, they had to, you know, sanitize that container, but who knew what else had been done?
I think she wasn't thinking about that. That's why I say we need education, because people should be educated about how serious it is, about how possible it is to spread disease,
Mhm.
and about how sanitation is important. So I say we need more education as far as health classes go, and then maybe stuff like that wouldn't happen. To me, it was
So
ignorant.
is sending mom to a health class enough?
Maybe.
Would she care? I mean, she obviously considered this, you know, like an internet
harmless thing.
sensational kind of thing.
Well, I don't think she meant for it to go viral, because I think when I read this happened like a year ago. I mean, I remember I was reading about it. It went viral after it happened. I don't remember exactly. I remember reading about it earlier because it's later circulated on Facebook. So she posted it on her private Snapchat account, and someone circulated it on Facebook. So she didn't mean for it to go viral. And this article you linked to says that she wasn't aware of the licking craze. I don't think she meant any harm. I don't think she was doing it for attention. I think the little girl was just being a stupid kid. And I think the mother didn't know enough. Oh, Sai is in chat. Hey, chat. Hey, Sai. I think the mother was ignorant and did not know how bad this was. She should have, as soon as her kid did that, she should have like said no and told someone. I mean, I think if
Yeah,
she
but she took a video of it and then you know, like
had,
or took a photo of it. There was a sign that said, "Please don't touch medical supplies, thank you." And the video was captioned, "Don't tell me how to live my life."
okay, well that's not good.
If
That's not
in
good.
living
Okay.
your life you're threatening others,
Yeah,
I'm not sure that, you know,
I didn't know about that.
I just don't know morally how far it should go.
Yeah, she shouldn't have done that. I did not know about that. In that case, that's willful. To me, it becomes criminal definitely when it's willful like that, when she knows that she was breaking the rules.
Yeah. Now, I mean, receiving death threats because of the video, that's freaking ridiculous. People who send death threats get a life.
Yeah, they just want to send death threats.
Yeah, exactly. They're just
Doesn't matter why.
freaking wacko. You guys are just wacko morons who don't understand how the world works.
Yeah, they just want to be.
I'm just also not sure that a federal crime on the mom's record is going to do any good.
Yeah. I mean, it probably won't do any good because people will still keep doing it. I mean, she'll probably never do it again, or hopefully her child will never do it again. I just don't know if it'll deter other people from doing it. I think it's time to start locking up all medical equipment, even if it's just a tongue depressor. I think the days are gone.
There's really that is very I want to say unsustainable, but it's unrealistic. It's
Yeah.
unrealistic to have to unlock something just to get to something basic.
Yeah. I don't know, but if there's a chance that people are going to lick it, I mean, people have been licking things and urinating in things and doing other things since forever.
That is true, but expecting that level of vigilance,
Yeah.
that then we start getting into like Fahrenheit 911 territory, you know?
Yeah. I guess.
There's got to be a line of common sense somewhere.
This is interesting. My mother's allergist is commenting in the article you linked to.
Yeah.
Dr. Sunil Joshi. That was my mom's allergist.
Oh.
It says he's not affiliated with the office in question, but he's just commenting. He said, "This is how viral infection spreads, right? Through respiratory droplets, and if you're putting saliva on a tongue depressor, that you're putting straight into someone's." I can't read the whole thing because it's over to the right, but yeah. So that's what Dr. Joshi said. Hey, Dr. Joshi, that's how infection spreads.
Yes, that is how infections spread, especially if it's, kids pick up everything. You can't know that everything that a kid has. There's a reason that doctors have separate waiting rooms for children with viral infections. It's
Yeah.
so that they don't infect the rest of the population that is there for a well checkup.
But
But I mean, there are common sense things that you can do to prevent, things like that happening. And one is to, teach your kids to keep their freaking hands and their tongues to themselves.
yeah, that was definitely bad parenting.
What do we say? Keep our tongues to ourselves.
I don't know if it's worth her going to jail for. I mean, it's not like, she put, it would be different if she put an agent into it that she knew was a virus,
That is true. Now, if she knew her kid had measles,
yeah,
and the kid did that, that would totally be worth a felony charge right
definitely, because she intended to spread the measles in that point. I mean, it's intent. It comes down to intent, and it's so hard to prove intent. It's hard to prove what she meant.
That is true.
Did she think it was harmless, or did she mean to do something criminal?
I don't think she meant to do something criminal, but she did do something sensationalistic.
And wrong.
There needs to be some sort of consequence, but to go that far seems useless. Nobody's going to be deterred just because some mom from Florida got tossed into the federal clink because her kid licked a tongue depressor and put it back. Nobody's going to say, "Oh, I better not do that."
Yeah, that's the thing. People read this and then forget about it tomorrow.
Yes.
And the people who need to know this stuff probably aren't keeping up with the news. People who,
Cybernaut says we should just lock up the kids. I agree with that.
Yeah.
You come on. You come into a doctor's office. You got to put them in a cage. You can wait there until the doctor's ready. There you go. Problem solved.
Well, it would be nice if the kid went through some kind of health class. I think the mom and the kid should go through some kind of health education class where they're taught about, what happens if you spread your germs and stuff like that.
Now, did you have those classes like in elementary school? Do you remember those classes, the health classes?
Yeah.
Because we had those, but my son never had them.
Really?
They weren't available.
Oh, that's weird. Well, maybe that proves my point. We need more money for education.
So there you go. We need to bring some of these, basic sense classes back.
Basic
like
common sense.
Maybe we should call it common brain therapy.
That would be good. Common brain conversion.
Common brain conversion. Oh yeah, give it a nice complicated title, and parents think they're getting something for nothing, even though it's the same basic health class. Yeah, it's the same basic health classes updated with scientific information that we got when we were kids.
Yeah. Another thing, when you're thinking about whether she should go to jail, if you compare to someone, like I remember in the early 80s when I was a kid, somebody was tampering with the Tylenol and putting poison in Tylenol. That person should go to jail.
Razor blades in Halloween candy. Those people should go to jail.
Yep. Intent to harm. Those people should go to jail. This lady, I think she should have to take some classes.
I think getting booted out of the office, have to find a new doctor, take a health class, I think that's probably
I think
that's
fair.
probably enough of a humiliation that she will definitely not allow her kids to do that again.
I think so. I think that's fair. And I'm sure the doctor's offices will remember her. As soon as she tries to make an appointment with someone else, they'll be like, we're going to watch you.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, so I don't think that another doctor's office could turn her down, which is good.
Not.
Probably
Yeah.
not. They can.
But they
The
still need
other,
healthcare.
yeah, the current doctor's office can kick her
They
out.
ban her. Yeah, they banned her.
They can ban her, but another doctor's office should, take her on, but say, look, we're aware of what happened, and yeah, we're gonna make sure that that's not gonna happen again.
Maybe not leave them alone. I mean, and maybe that's not feasible, but maybe always have somebody with them.
Which would be appropriate. I mean, having a nurse in the room while they're in the room, that is appropriate.
I get left alone all the time when I'm in doctor's offices, and I'm always like wondering, can I go now, or do they still need to see me? And I'm like, and I end up poking my head out in the hallway. Hello, I'm still here.
I've taken my own blood pressure many times, but I don't touch. I don't, I don't touch the ear things. I don't touch the throat things. I don't touch the needles. Sometimes I'll open the drawers to look in them and see what's there. And that's interesting. But I'll look in the jars. That's pretty cool. But I don't go around messing with stuff.
That's disgusting. Licking it, that's disgusting. I wouldn't even open it. The most I do is I'll wash my hands if I think I need to wash my hands. That's the most I'll do. Or if I need a tissue, I'll get a tissue.
Oh, yeah. So Cybernaut, that's a really good point. He brought up the Bluebell licking incident.
Did you hear about that? Oh, yeah. And there have been others. I read that apparently there are others doing it. And that's what they're trying to tie this to that. But she's saying she wasn't aware of the licking craze. So who knows? But her daughter probably was. I'm sure her daughter heard about it. That's probably where her daughter got it from.
Now, see, this is why people messing with the contents of food is how sealed food came along in the first place.
Yeah.
Having a sealed lid over ice cream is probably a good idea.
Well, and I read an article where, I don't remember if it was Bluebell, but one of the executives from one of the companies said that when they seal it, they turn it upside down so that it has the imprint of the seal on the ice cream. So when you open it, you can tell if it's been tampered with.
Well, unfortunately, if you've had it in a warm car, that seal can melt a little bit. But if you have like the paper that's around the lid of the ice cream and you have to pull it off, if it's already been pulled off.
That it's been opened at least.
Yes.
Yeah. I would say take it back if it seems at all like it's been opened already.
Take it back. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, that's really gross. But you know what? I mean, it's disgusting, but it's not new. I remember I had a friend like 25 years ago who worked at Domino's or one of the pizza places. And he said that people in the back would do stuff to the pizzas.
And that that can happen in fast food and in restaurants. People don't earn enough to be nice to you. And if you're really awful to them,
I'm always nice.
Yeah.
And I always tip.
I'm
always nice.
Just observe some basic politeness in these situations. If you're going around like licking ice cream and putting it back, there's something screwy in your brain.
Something wrong. I don't know. Maybe they're just sociopaths. I don't know. But that's disgusting.
Kid carriers. I wish there were kid carriers.
Yeah. Well, they do have leashes.
And my mother used those. My mother used to use that. Oh, I was just like my son. I was greased lightning. My mother would have lost me a million times. I loved the ocean. I still love the ocean. But when I was like knee high to a grasshopper. I loved the ocean so much. I wanted to dive off the end of the pier into the ocean.
Aww.
So my mother had me on this leather leash, attached to the back with little harness and stuff. And one day I went for it, and my mother reached out and just yanked me back. And some old lady looked at her and went, "Oh, that is horrible. Child on a leash." My mother looked right at her and said, "Yes, but I still have a child."
Right, exactly. And in this age where people abduct children, that's true. Sometimes you have to do that. And I'm sure some people would think that's cruel. It does seem kind of debasing. But if you have a kid who runs out of sight, you can't take the chance they'll be kidnapped. You just can't, or jump off something or fall somewhere.
Or run into traffic because they don't
Right.
understand what traffic is yet.
They're
Children and impulse control don't come together until a later time. I mean, there are plenty of nature documentaries recently where they've compared some type of animals and children's impulse control. So you give a child a piece of chocolate and you say, you have a choice. You can either eat this chocolate now and have the chocolate, or you can sit quietly and wait for 5 minutes, and I'll come and give you 2 chocolates. Some children don't get that, in that their brain has not developed the ability to say, if I wait for 5 minutes, I'll get another chocolate. No, some children just eat the chocolate.
They just get the chocolate. They're like, I want chocolate.
So their impulse control is not developed yet. And we have to make sure as parents that we understand that and plan for it. And if that takes a leash, so be it.
You know what? You got to do what you got to do. As long as it's not too tight, as long as you don't yank the child by the throat.
Oh, no, they're not collars. They're like their harnesses. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were on like collars, like, when you see S&M stuff. Okay.
No, there are some teenagers I kind of wish had choke collars, but
yeah. Okay. So they go around like their midsection?
Yeah, it's a harness goes across the shoulder and across the chest, and a lot of them have little fluffy backpacks.
Aw, cute.
Yeah, little Pokemon backpacks or animal backpacks or whatever, and the leash is attached to the back of the backpack. And if the kid decides, well, I'm just going to go hell-bent for leather, mom or dad can just reach out and go, nope, you're staying with me.
You're right here. Yeah,
you may go so far and no farther.
That's fair. I think that's fair. I don't think my mother never did that. I don't even know they existed. Otherwise, she probably would have done it.
I'm really glad my mother had one. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be here.
I'd be like crabs or something. I don't know.
You'd be deep, deep under.
I mean, I swam well, but this was before I learned to swim. My mother took me fairly early, and let me tell you, my mother was very glad there were lifeguards in the pool because I did not wait. My mother took me to the swimming pool, and I wriggled my way out of her hand and just went for it.
Just made a beeline.
And I was lucky there were lifeguards.
Yeah, people to help you, because kids don't know.
Yeah, is this yours?
Yes, that belongs to me.
She likes water.
Yeah. I cut that umbilical cord. You can have her.
Yes, Cybernaut, the kid can tote away your 6-pack too. So
what?
Stick a little 6-pack in the backpack, and then the kid can carry your beer.
Works.
And yeah,
they're strong.
Weigh them down a little.
Yeah, exactly. Then they can't go as far.
That sounds like something in the southern states, a parent in the southern states would actually do. Is that awful of me?
They'd probably do it in the Northeast too if they're going to a football game. I'm sure they'd do it there too.
Oh my God, I can't carry all the beer. Put it in that one.
Here, have some. That reminds me, I saw a commercial for this site called Modern something, I don't remember, but they have a coffee table that's a refrigerator.
That sounds really cool. Yeah.
It does. I bet it's expensive, but I was looking, I was like, yes.
It's
Guys,
actually not too hard to make a decent little thing. Like, if you buy one of those small refrigerators, like the little college refrigerators, you can actually tuck it in somewhere and actually make a pretty nice case for it.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, they're not quite big enough for a kegerator.
Aww.
I'm still working on the low price kegerator.
That would be nice. You're going to talk about Pico Brew, right?
Yes, I am, because July 15th, which is in 2 days, starts Prime Days on Amazon.
Yeah.
Now, really, I mean, we've lived with Black Friday for so long. This was Amazon's answer to Black Friday, wasn't it?
Yep, I would say so.
Yeah. Cybernaut, $1,300 is a bit much for all modern smart coffee table.
Okay. I see it on Wayfair too. It's $1,300.
$1,300.
Yeah,
no.
on Wayfair. Gosh darn it.
I think you could actually do the same thing with one of those little college things, and like a bunch of melamine sheets.
Yeah, you could just turn it upside down. Just get a refrigerator and turn it upside down. It's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
well,
a dream of.
I'm actually going to run to the little beer lady's room.
Okay. Well, when you come back, I'm going to get something else to drink. I can't drink this, unfortunately.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't like it. I mean,
it's too alcohol-y. That's all I get is alcohol. Yeah, it just makes me want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I might try to mix it with some of the the Cayman Jack. We'll see how it is.
I don't know. Do you have any red wine? Well, no. I guess that'd make it more alcohol-y, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that would work very well.
Okay. Well, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're here for you, buddy.
We're here. Cybernaut, unfortunately, I can't see the chat because I can't remember my username or my password for Twitch. So I have to figure that out on my own at some point. We probably won't use this for the next scanner drone because we're going to have that guest. So we don't want to confuse things. We don't want to be experimenting when we have a guest. But, after next show, we won't have a choice because Hangouts is going to be gone, which makes me sad. So probably Jason and I will learn how to use OBS software so we can both do it. Now, you shouldn't need the software in order just to be part of the Hangout, whatever you want to call it. Because right now I'm just in the browser app for Discord. And I don't know if Chase sent you an invitation, but we're going to have to make our own Discord for Scanner Drone. So at some point I'll do that. You are so quick. You are really quick.
Oh my God, that White Claw went through me like crazy.
Sure
like you would not believe.
That was fast. Well, I was telling Sai about Discord, about what we did and how we're probably still going to use Hangouts next week for Scanner Drone, but then we're going to have to start using Discord and OBS. And I was telling him that he probably won't need OBS. It'll probably just be me and Jason learning OBS.
Probably.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get something else to drink.
Okie dokie.
Playing around there, just adjusting the visuals, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, Cybernaut. So yeah, Cybernaut, you're on Discord already.
Yeah, I sent him an invite to Beery. I'll make him a mod.
Bring back some little beer ladies. Well, Cybernaut, I decided to go. Well, I guess you can't really call it ghetto anymore because Modelo is kind of hipster. So, Quiladas are my absolute brand new favorite cheap ass beer because Modelo is actually a really good beer. The Modelo Negra is really really good because it's technically a Vienna lager and I love Vienna lagers. But I found the Modelo Quiladas and they're super thick and super rich and I love tomato in beer. I don't know why. Am I weird? It's just, it's delicious. It's really delicious. I'm gonna have to figure out how to set up the chat window or something differently. I've got 3 monitors and different like I've got all the notes and everything on this one, and then I've got all the chats on here.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, to
switch
see
over
it,
this one.
to see it, either I need to move the monitor this way or lean over constantly to look at it.
On Twitch, you can make the chat window pop out. Go into settings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it can pop out. That's like mine here.
Where? I don't see that.
There's a little cog. If you're on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm on Twitch.
Underneath the chat, there's like a little cog.
Oh, chat settings.
And then you could pop out.
Click.
I just got soda.
Pop out chat.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. There. Now
That's
I can
how
see.
we have the chat.
So Lola, I'll ask you the same thing that I asked Cybernaut. Is it ghetto or is it hipster that I chose Modelo Quilada?
Hipster.
It's hipster now.
Maybe it could be ghetto. I don't know.
Modelo used to be like a ghetto beer, but I guess Budweiser's the ghetto beer now, and Modelo's the hipster.
I think ghetto is usually
like a Mickey's. Mickey's is definitely ghetto.
Mickey's. There's some others I can't think of the names though. Maybe Natty Light.
Oh, Cybernaut's drinking tiger beer from Thailand. You lucky SOB.
I remember we were talking about that before.
Yeah, tiger beer from Thailand. I mean, I had enough time to try it. It was really good.
Okay, awesome.
I think it was tiger. Either it was tiger or it was the other one. I don't have any. Oh, I really wish I had taken photos of the beer I drank, like when I was on shore leave.
Yeah, would have been cool. Did you have a camera with you when you were on ships and stuff?
I did, and I have it was one of those throwaway ones.
Yeah, I used to have those. Yeah, you developed the whole.
Yeah. Yes, and I did that the whole way through. I had like 3 of them.
Okay.
It's very unoffensive. Well, 4 packs of is that real pints or is that an American pint? For 4-pack of pints for $5 is really good.
It is good.
That is really good. Is that like a proper imperial pint?
Is it 16 ounces? You mean
500 ml? I don't.
That's like a bottle of wine, I think, isn't it? No, a bottle of wine is $7.50. So that
How many ml is in an imperial pint? 568. So it's very close to an imperial pint. That is definitely 16.9 ounces. Very worth the price.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah, these are 24 fluid ounces, the Modelos.
Yeah.
So 24 fluid ounces for was it $3.29? $3.29. And if you get them from Safeway, right now, they're 2 for $3 each.
That's excellent. And I imagine a lot of people are going to be drinking those out of paper bags.
Very different from my Frou Frou White Claw hard seltzer.
Yeah.
Lots more calories.
Oh, in the beer that you have?
Oh,
Or
in
in
in the Quilada, there are a lot more calories because of the tomato in it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We're going on a
Well,
long walk tomorrow.
it'll be all right.
All right.
At least it's fruit. You're getting fruit.
Yeah, fruit. Yes. Fruit, veg.
Tomatoes are fruit, aren't they?
Mm. So here you go. Pizza flavored beer. Like pizza flavored chips.
Okay.
Would that work? Maybe we should get Lay's in on this.
Tomato chips? What?
Pizza flavored beer, just like pizza flavored chips.
I don't know about that. I don't think I'd like that. I'll keep my pizza separate from my beer.
Cybernaut is definitely a big negatory on that, Ghost Rider.
Yeah. I don't really want that. I'll stick to drinking like wheat beers with pizza. That seems to work out well. Or lagers with pizza.
Kind of intrigued now. I mean, I've tried bacon beer, and not very many of them made the grade. But I do like.
I love bacon.
I do like the coladas.
Okay.
I just don't know how hard it would be to. I mean, Lay's is really good at putting lots of flavors into different things. I think we should get them in here and get them into the beer making process. And
Okay.
yeah, here we go.
Lay's beer.
Lay's beer.
Okay. Not for kids.
Not for
Not for kids. We'll sell them in the convenience store.
Yeah. Well, Prime Day.
Yay!
I know
I need more.
we as an American society have been leaning on Black Friday now for so long. I think this was Amazon's answer to Black Friday.
Yeah.
Because they had absolutely zero luck trying their Black Friday deals.
Yeah.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because people want to go to the store to fight over it, I guess.
Not me.
So, how important is a sale day on Amazon like to you? Like is it like a one day when you wait all year long for like save up that $300 to get the one item you're looking for?
Well, I just don't have any money. If I had money, that would be different. I would totally do it, but I've been broke for a while now.
Yeah.
So I might look to see if there's something cheap that I need. Like I just happen to go on Amazon now, and I've never even heard of that. They have an Echo Input. It's even smaller than the regular Echo, and it's $15.
What is it, like the size of your fingertip?
Well, it's hard to tell, but it's flat. So it's not as thick as the Echo. So it looks like it's about the same size, and I don't really know what the difference is. It just, well, let me click on it. Echo Input. Bring Alexa to your own speaker. So Echo Input adds Alexa to an external speaker.
Oh, see, yeah, Cybernaut just said that you need your own speaker for it. So if you have a Bluetooth speaker, you're good to go, right?
Yeah, either through the audio cable or Bluetooth.
Okay, well, 15 bucks isn't bad for that. We got the full-size Echo for the garage so that we could listen to Amazon the Amazon Kindle books.
Isn't that nice?
And it works pretty well. It doesn't have the same input functionality as like the Google Home. Like Google Home for me is something like I use on a daily basis for a number of things, and Echo will not do the same thing as reliably.
Oh, okay.
But it is fantastic for those books. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. The audiobooks, I love the sound coming out of it. Really good.
Yeah, was it you who told me that Alexa can read Kindle books?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got her to read when I had the puppies here and I had to go to work. I had her read a book and they seemed to be quiet. They seemed to like it.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Echo is just as useful in its own way as Google is in its way. And
I like
definitely now I'm going to put up I mean if you have not actually considered trying Prime, I'm going to put up our link on Twitter right now
okay.
to our link to try Prime. It's been an amazing saving for us.
Yeah.
You know, Prime has saved me literally thousands of dollars in delivery costs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's at Beery GE on Twitter if you'd like to check it out on Twitter, and I will definitely leave that up there.
I'm looking at. I like the Salimo brand. However you say it, that's their own brand.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at. Out of probiotics, and they have their own version of probiotics. I might. Okay.
Yeah, if you send me the link to anything, because anything you click on and purchase on Amazon through our link,
Yeah.
will help us get just a little bit more money. We need one more qualifying sale
Okay.
in the next 30 days,
I can do
and
that.
we can keep our affiliate link through Amazon.
Okay. So just to even keep the link, we have to have a certain amount of purchases.
Yeah, to keep the link, we need at least one more qualifying purchase in the next 30 days. And everybody's purchases through Amazon, through our Amazon affiliate link, helps to pay for our web services and our audio services, our SoundCloud account, so that you can go and listen to the audio version of the podcast whenever you want, however many times you like, through whatever service that you like. You don't even have to go through SoundCloud. You can get it on iTunes or whatever podcatcher that you grab it on.
Amazon Fresh has cake cups. Ooh.
Yeah, K cups are a big thing. Yeah, I'll be putting up more links to the Amazon things. One of the things I wanted to talk about today is Pico Brew.
Yeah.
For Amazon. Oh my goodness, I have I have so many things up right now.
I forget. Can we go through Beery Good to get to the affiliate link?
Actually, if you give me the link for the product, I can give you the link back with the Beery GE affiliate on it.
We should have a way though that someone can click on it, because Scannerdrome on our website, there's a way to get to the affiliate link. I think that would be better, because a lot of people, when they're just looking for stuff on Amazon, they're not going to have time to send you the link and have you generate a link for them. I think we should. Huh?
Yeah, the link is on sorcererszero.com. I mean, I have not had any luck with the generic links through Amazon.
As far as I know, the link on sorcererszero.com/podcast is the link. As far as I know.
Yeah, I would rather do that. And I know that I've been told that if you buy something once through an affiliate link, it keeps the cookie on your computer for like a month.
It usually does, yes.
Yeah.
Let's looking for the
I'm trying to find your Sorcerer Zero page.
sorcererzero.com.
sorcererzero.com.
Or
You can also try
lindatepler.com.
lindatepler.com. It'll go to the same place.
Let me try lindatepler.com.
Oh, humble bundle, good vibration. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
If you,
I got it. Yeah, Amazon. Yeah, Amazon.com. It's I've got the.
is it under what category is it under?
Blah 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 blah. It's under podcast,
Okay.
and then there's a big Amazon.com online shopping thing there.
Good. Because I'll put a favorite on here, and I'll make sure to use that every time. That's me. Yep, official affiliate of Amazon.com. There we go. Okay, tag equals Beery GE-20. That's easy.
There we go.
Awesome. Very easy.
Very easy.
That was easy.
Now, the one thing I did want to talk about today, for those people who are looking at big purchases on Amazon during Prime Day, right now, at this exact moment, there's $150 off the Pico Brew Z.
That's nice.
This is a one-stop, do-it-all countertop beer maker.
Neat.
I do have to say it's 1.3 gallons at a time. So this is not the huge 5-gallon.
So
they will
you're
get
not gonna
there.
Start a brewery with it.
They will get there. But right now it will produce 1.3 gallons of really good beer. And you can either order their packs, which are called Pico packs, which are self-contained, customized grain and hop packs for actually brewing the beer. They have some really nice packs like MeWe Brewing's Coconut Porter, Banger Brewing's Imperial IPA, even 21st Amendment Brewing beers.
Wow.
Ale Song, Coronado Brewing, or
nice.
even if there are tested recipes from home brewers that you like, those are on there. They will make the Pico packs and send them to you.
That is super cool.
And home brewers get a slice of the action from what you pay. Because it is their recipe. Which is really nice. Or if you're insistent on do it yourself. Decide on your grains, purchase your own grains, your hops, your recipe, everything you want. Just let the machine make it for you. You can totally customize the IBU profile. You can customize the alcohol profile. Just let it do it itself at 1.3 gallons at a time. And even with the Pico packs, you can tone down the hop profile if you want.
Okay.
If you don't like the IBUs, on a rogue beer, dial it back a little on the hop profile, and you'll get just a little less hoppiness from the beer that you like.
Okay. I wonder how you can dial back the hoppiness.
Because when the hops are added to the beer, the hops are exposed to the beer for a specific amount of time. So the Pico brew on the counter actually exposes the beer for a less amount of time than it would, that the rogue beer would call for. So if you have Arrogant Bastard, and you love the taste of Arrogant Bastard, but you cannot take the IBUs, dial back the IBU profile, and it'll give you just a few less IBUs. It can give you the same amount of alcohol, and you've got the perfect beer that you want.
That's interesting.
It's really great.
Okay.
Most of the packs that I see went from $22 to $26.
Okay.
Which isn't bad. That they're giving all this to you. and it's a countertop device.
Okay.
It's a lot less complicated. So if it absolutely controls the water temperature, means you won't be standing over a steamy kettle with a laser temperature finder anymore. You won't be
Okay.
getting your eyelashes seared, screwing your mash up by 1 point, which is my problem. I wish I could afford this. There's no more heavy lifting, no more water-filled boil kettles from the stove to the sink, no more trying to find space for just one more propane burner.
No more glasses fogged up.
No more glasses fogged up.
Yay!
It's a nice simple process where the choice is yours. If you're tired of losing time and space to your brewing hobby, then Pico will love you just as much as you love it.
Cool. That's one of the things. If I had more money, I would get. I just can't afford big things right now.
Yeah, I can't afford it. I can't
Now,
afford it either. Even at $150 off, I still can't afford it.
Now, what I can afford is a humble bundle for $15, and I afforded that today. I bought a $15 humble bundle. Garth Ennis, they have a humble bundle pack of his, like, I think it was like 20 something comics, something like that. And there's going to be a TV show based on his series called The Boys. So I wanted to read that. So I started reading the first one. It's really good, but it's sexually explicit and violent.
Definitely not for children.
Not for children, not for the faint of heart. Just letting you know, sexually explicit. I was like, I'm not used to seeing that in comics. I was like, alrighty then, that's not missionary. So, but it's even the violent part is kind of funny in its own way. You're like, oh my god, that just happened! Damn.
So there's a question: how long is the machine occupied by the beer?
Oh, okay.
The brew process is 2 to 3 hours, pretty normal. Then you're going to cover the brew. You're going to put the yeast in, cover the brew pot for however long it takes to ferment. Could be anywhere from 2 weeks to 45 days. Then you put it in the keg and ferment. And either you're going to put it in a keg of your own, or you're going to put it in their keg and naturally ferment it with naturally carbonate it with sugar, or you can force carb it on your own.
That's cool.
So it's pretty much the same time that any beer would take.
That is neat.
Humble bundle.
Humble bundle.
So the humble bundle has 10 days left.
Mm-hmm.
How many packs are in it? Do you know?
Yeah, for the full, if you do $15 or more, you get. Let me see. Hold on. I know it says. Let's see. Boys Volume 1. Red Team Volume 1. Jennifer Blood Volume 1. His Complete Battlefields Volume 1 and more. So let's see. There's 5. There's another 5. So that's 10. That's 12. That's $8. You get 12 comics. Pay $15 more and you get 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Total of 25 comics if you do $15 or more. And that's what I did. I did the 25 comics. So I just started on The Boys Volume 1.
So how far did you get into that one?
I'm reading it on this computer using the doc. I downloaded the Comixology type version, the CBZ, the .cbz version.
Yeah.
And it's reading really nicely using the document viewer on Ubuntu. And so I'm on page 23 out of 151.
Oh.
I I guess these are graphic novels. So not only are you getting 25, but they're full graphic novels. It looks like, not just a one thing. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
So I have to ask our resident comic reader. Have you tried a Humble Bundle comic on the?
Yeah, I believe Lola's using comics. There's a couple of different apps that
Yeah.
for it, but comics
You
is a
can
really
do-
good app.
Yeah, so you can use it. So you can use it on a tablet, not a problem.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's several CBR readers on Amazon Kindle Fires,
Yeah.
on Android phones, open source.
Yeah. So
CBR
even if you have a
readers.
Kindle Fire, this is definitely going to work for you. The Humble Bundle is definitely going to work for you.
On Linux, you use what Lola's using. I believe that's Comics.
Comics.
COMIX.
COMIX, not to be mixed up with Comixology.
So, and y'all can also do a PDF version if you want, or an ebook version.
I
So
kind of like the CBZ seems
Very
like a
readable.
good, yeah, very readable.
very readable, especially in this document viewer. I'm pretty impressed. I know I had the Comixology app on my Kindle.
That
I just had
read Comixology books though.
Oh, it won't do this .zbc?
It does, but only if it's proprietary Amazon Comixology comic.
Oh, okay.
I thought it would do that because it's .cbz, so I thought that would do Comixology, playing Comixology. Well, I can still. I'm sure there's something on my Kindle that I can read it on.
Oh yeah, you can still use it on the Kindle. You just have to have the right app installed.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's readable because I tried to do the I think I did the ebook version and put it on my Amazon of another comic, and I was like having to do this to try to see it. I was like, it was very annoying.
Well, I know Garth Ennis was supposed to be working on a World War II Russia comic last year. I don't know if he's actually finished that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might actually be part of the pack.
I don't know. I have the list right here of what's on it. Tell me the name of it again.
It's called Sarah, a World War II graphic novel.
Sarah. Let me look at the Humble Bundle. Something called Just a Pilgrim. Train Called Love. Red Team. Jennifer Blood. Yeah, nothing called Sarah. So that's not part of it.
Still looks the CBR.com has the article Garth Ennis, Steve Epting team up for World War II Russia comic. Oh, here we go. So comic rack free might work on the Kindle.
Is that a player?
That's
a reader?
Yeah, it's a reader.
Okay. Comic rack?
Comic rack space free.
Okay. I might try to download that. I put comic crack. Well, that comic rack. Not comic crack. Comic crack.
I might write a short story called that though.
I could have it comic crack.
Okay,
the best comic reader in the world. Okay, it's for Android. I'll try. That would be good. And it says that it'll batch and convert your comics to format.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's handy. I clicked on it, but it doesn't want to come up.
Yeah, Garth Ennis really likes the darker side of humanity.
Yes, very dark. He's Northern Irish. We were just talking about Northern Ireland earlier. I'm reading that book, Cold, Cold Ground, which is based in Belfast. Northern Ireland. So, yeah, he's done the Vertigo series Preacher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says he worked on Punisher, too.
Oh, did he? Oh, I could totally see that. Yes, he is definitely a Punisher type of writer.
Yeah, and he did Judge Dredd.
I could see that too. Yeah.
Did Trailblazer too.
So
Alright.
let's not get mixed up here. The Judge Dredd that came out in the 80s is not. I mean, Judge Dredd was never supposed to be a comedy type of character, was he?
I don't think so.
He was supposed to be really dark.
I'm sure it wasn't the comic, especially if it was Garth Ennis.
Yeah.
Well, it says originally Judge Dredd was created by John Wagner and artist Carlos Esguerra. He first appeared in the second issue of 2000 AD 1977, which is a British weekly anthology comic. Okay. I'm guessing that Garth Ennis just wrote on it at some point.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So Che likes Preacher and
I like Preacher.
Saint O'Killers.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, comics is a great app.
I finally, the comic rack finally came up.
Yeah.
They haven't updated their website much because the first article is from 2016. But I mean, I got it's free, so you can't expect too much.
Yeah.
Like, come on, update your blog.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years. Yeah, I don't care if you do it for free. They have a place for donations. I'll donate $1 and say, update your page. It's bugging me.
Yeah.
It bugs me. Of course, my website is just as bad. So.
Well, I have one more Prime Day topic that
Okay.
like I've heard from so many people, and I've bought 2 of these.
Uh-huh.
An Instant Pot.
I have one.
I love this thing so much. It steams, it slow cooks, it sautés, it stews, it dices.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Does it really dice?
Okay, it doesn't really.
I think you just added that one on. I'm like,
Dices, it slices, it makes beer. No, you can actually make beer in it.
Ooh, all right. I don't know how it would taste.
I haven't tried it yet.
Okay.
But it does steam, slow cook, sautés, stews. I've replaced a pressure steamer, a rice cooker, and a slow cooker with this one machine. And I love
Actually, what I have is a pressure cooker. That's what I have.
Yeah. And that what I loved it so much I bought my son one because he makes rice like every day of his whole life.
Ooh, okay.
And now he not only makes rice, now he like puts stuff in the rice and
Good
he
for him.
makes
Like
vegetables and like good stuff.
Wow.
And yes, makes like food. My teenage son makes food.
I was gonna say he's sullying the name of teenagers everywhere by putting vegetables in his food. He should be putting Cheetos in there like all other American teenagers.
Right now at this very moment, and I have to say at this very moment because this is the precursor to Prime Days. The Instant Pot is $30 off. It very well could be more off if you wait until the 15th.
Okay.
And I shall put that on the Twitter as well.
I've got it lost in Amazon. Now I'm looking at candy. I'm not gonna
candy. Oh my God. What's your favorite candy?
I love all kinds of candy, but right now I'm looking at Terra's handcrafted sea salt caramels. I love caramel.
Have you ever had Cowtails?
That sounds familiar. What kind of candy is it?
So it's a strip. It's a strip with like caramel or strawberry cream inside it.
I know what you're talking about. I love those.
I want an entire crate of that, like all to myself.
Oh, that would be excellent. I would be happy.
I can't order those because I will just eat bucket upon bucket upon bucket.
I know. I would just tear through it. And the candy I'm looking at, they're charging $10. I mean, it's handcrafted. I get it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I just can't.
And then what is it? I get I receive almost every year for Valentine's Day
Aww.
salted caramel chocolates.
I love caramel. Oh, I would like that. That sounds very good.
I drool just thinking about it.
That's making me drool. Now I want some candy.
Ooh, Dollar General sells them, Sai? Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's good.
You know how many Dollar Generals are like in the place that we want to move to?
Oh, are there a lot?
There are a lot. They're all up and down, like right on the coast. Like every single city on the coast, there's a Dollar General.
We have Dollar Generals here too.
There are tons of Dollar Generals.
Tons, I say tons.
Tons.
That's good. Dollar General is good. Okay, I shut off Amazon before I do something. So I do have some impulse control. Yay! Just shut it off.
And remember, try not to drink in Prime. But if you do have to drink in Prime with Beery GE because it's totally worth it.
And we get something back from it, and we need something. We never get. We have the joy of doing it. That's our payment. But a little.
We have the joy of seeing our constituents fall to their knees when we talk about political topics they don't agree with.
Yeah. That's
look at this. Cybernaut is even putting up a link of where you can find Gertza candies.
Oh, how nice. Thank you, Sai.
Yes, it's pronounced Gertza.
That sounds German. Is that German?
It is. Gertza is German.
Gertza. I am Gertza.
It's spelled Goetze. It's pronounced with almost an R. Gertza.
Gertza. I'm a big, strong woman. I'm Gertza. I'm from Germany. I'm Gertza. I'm strong woman.
I'm a Gertza girl and I don't care.
I sleep all night and I work all day.
I eat cocktails, I drink my beer. Oh my goodness, we can make so many.
That was always my favorite Monty Python skit.
Yes.
I used to sing that all the time. I put on women's clothing, suspenders and a bra. He puts on women's clothing, suspenders and a bra. I love their look. Like what? But they're still singing. They're like, "What's he talking about?" That still makes me laugh even to this day.
That one and the marching up and down the square one.
I don't remember that one. I'm sure if I saw it, I'd remember it. I think I've seen every Monty Python episode.
Who wants to go marching up and down the square?
That sounds familiar.
Sir, I have a dentist appointment. Right then. Off you go. Mm-hmm. Other than him, who wants to go marching up and down the square? Well, I have a movie I'd really like to go to, sir. Right then, off you go.
Not even listening.
British entertainment at its finest.
I know. I haven't seen those in so long. I wouldn't mind going back and watching some of them.
Oh, Monty Python's on Netflix. It was on Netflix. I think it might still be on Netflix.
Oh, okay. I'd like to go and watch some of them. I remember the parrot. That's one of the ones I remember the most.
I remember every sperm is sacred.
I don't remember that one. I don't remember.
Every sperm is sacred. Every sperm is good. Every sperm is needed in your neighborhood.
What was the context of that?
They were talking about the Catholics having babies.
Oh.
And the right to have birth control.
Yeah. So they gotta protect. Yeah.
Yes, and the Catholics were talking that every sperm was sacred.
Yeah, you're killing little baby Jesuses. Yes. So I guess they don't like
Martha, I could go down to the corner store right now and ask for a condom because I'm a Protestant.
Yeah, Protestants tend to be a little more realistic about that. Like
it was really hilarious. Oh man, it was really funny. Monty Python. Yeah, all the Monty Pythons are right now. They are on Netflix. Yep.
All right. If I
Holy,
have some time.
The Holy Grail, Life of Brian, Flying Circus, Personal Best Hits, The Truth, Absolutely Anything. Oh man, it's great. I think it was The Life of Brian that
Okay.
the sperm song was on.
Okay.
I could be wrong. The Meaning of Life. But
Okay.
it must be yeah, The Meaning of Life was I don't know if it's on there. The Meaning of Life. I don't see it, but that doesn't mean that they didn't hitch it onto a different Monty Python special. They've done that before.
Yeah. I see the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Oh. It's saying that the episodes, I found an article, this is from almost a year ago, 10 essential Monty Python episodes to watch now that the show's on Netflix. So it looks like the show's on Netflix. 4 seasons. 45 episodes. I didn't know that John Cleese left after the 3rd season.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
That's what this article's. Oh, it's from Oregon Live. How crazy is that? I just Googled it and it came up and it's Oregon Live.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll put it in our Hangouts chat. I can put it over here too.
Yes, Cybernaut Faulty Towers is still on there, and I don't think it's leaving anytime soon.
I hope not. And that was only like 12 episodes. I always thought it was more when I was a kid. It seemed like more. Isn't that funny that it was Oregon Live? I just happened
yeah.
to. That's so funny because I just Googled it and it just came up. I was like, oh, okay.
All right. Well, and if you are a Prime member, the Prime Day Concert 2019 is up and available for you to watch for free. Not that I'm interested in it, but some people do like Taylor Swift, SZA, Becky G, and I can't even pronounce this, Dua Lipa.
I've heard of that, but I don't know what it is. I'm old.
I'm not throwing shade on anybody else's entertainment likes and dislikes, but if you like any of those, then the Prime Day concert is free for you to watch. It was live July 10th. It's live July 10th.
I have no interest in watching Taylor Swift.
It's all available for you if you're happy with it.
Zero interest. Zero. Zero interest. But I do Amazon Music. I started doing Amazon Music during their Prime Day thing, I guess like a year ago. And then, of course, I got surprised when I started getting $9.99 charges on my card. I'm like, what is this? What does Amazon keep charging me for?
Oh, yeah. Amazon Prime.
Amazon Music.
Google Music is still working for me, and it's $1.99 for me right now. So, sorry, no, $3.99.
Okay, that's still not bad compared to the $10 a month I spend.
I'm sure at some point it will go up, but right now, most of what I listen to, I can still find on Google until they separate all the services out. I'm still not sure what they're going to do with it, but apparently Google Play is being broken up into different services.
Yeah, so who knows how that's going to work.
But I can still purchase movies through both Amazon and Google, which makes me happy. And I can still watch a decent number of movies through Prime. And I don't think I will not give up Prime as long as I can still purchase worthwhile things on there. I won't give it up. Not at all.
Yep. And as long as, delivery's free.
Yeah, because, things from, cotton swabs to from cotton swabs to electrical and electronic equipment.
I was just on the Solimos. There's a Solimos section. I get a lot of my facial products and stuff, Solimo and vitamins and stuff. That's their own brand.
Ulta right now is hard pressed to keep up with Amazon in the makeup department.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you can order makeup for half nothing on Amazon and then get it delivered to you. You don't need to go anywhere.
It's pretty awesome.
Although I understand women that like to go in for, a new look and talk with people. And
I'm back on Amazon again. Now I'm looking at makeup. Yeah, they got lots of makeup.
No shame. I like makeup too.
Oh, this is so pretty. I just found this huge makeup kit. Now, I'm very particular about makeup. I'm usually not going to do anything I haven't heard of, but this is huge and pretty. It's so pretty. It's got like 98 items.
Wow.
98 eyeshadows. Yeah, it says 98 eyeshadows, are pretty eyeshadows, 70 pastel shimmer eyeshadows, glossy silky eyeshadows, 6 lip glosses, 3 blushes, 7 sponge, 2 lip brushes. Oh my God.
Good Lord.
And that's only $35.
Shani all-in-one Harmony makeup kit. Ultimate color
beautiful.
combination. It's huge.
It's huge and $35. Oh, and proud member of PETA, so I don't have to feel guilty, not tested on animals. Wow. I wish I knew more people because I'd buy this for them. Yeah. I've got enough makeup. I don't need anything, but that is huge. That is gorgeous. I want to buy that. Even though I've got enough makeup, I don't need any more makeup.
So many colors.
It's so pretty. Look at all those colors. Look at all that. I'm just like dying.
7 sponge brushes. Who doesn't need them? Yeah, exactly. A great gift for a young niece, Cybernaut. Well, a great gift for a young nephew who's into makeup too.
Yeah. I
have a couple of male relatives that are very deep into makeup.
That's fine. Get it for them. Anyone who likes makeup. Got some pretty blues. It's got like the whole gamut of color.
The lip glosses are great. It actually the lip glosses look like they have like a neutral to a fiery red.
Yeah, and I like a lot of different colors. And it folds up into this neat box. That is so cool. I'm just all kinds of like, I want this, but I don't need it.
See? Going on to Amazon is dangerous for your economic health.
I know, and I haven't even paid the bills that are due. My cell phone bill's due tomorrow. Ooh, that's pretty. Now I'm looking at other stuff. Ooh, that's pretty.
Well, look at this. Well, here we go. Can I get somebody on Amazon to fill out all my paperwork for me? Let's paperwork filler outer person. I wish.
Can they pay my bills for me? I found, oh, this is gorgeous. I found another little eyeshadow kit that is gorgeous. I'm trying to paste it in here. Look at what I just pasted. This is so cute. It's $10. And these colors are gorgeous. Look at that yellow. I love that.
How cute.
Gold. Yes, it's gold. Isn't that pretty?
That is awesome.
That is pretty. Oh, I'm going to put this in my list. I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to put it in my list.
I'm not going to buy it right now, but I'll put it in my list.
I'll put it in my list. Exactly. Oh, and that just brought up more like it.
Yeah, I know. Amazon, the dangerous place to be.
It is dangerous.
See, I can't go and look up beer glasses. If I go and look up beer glasses, man.
You'd buy them.
Mm-hmm.
It's too easy. It's dangerous.
Too easy.
It's like they know my credit card. Oh, Jason just put in our hangout, he put, I just worry that people are forgetting what Prime Day isn't really about and who died to make it possible. I don't quite get it. It's a picture of something. some kind of anime character. But yeah, unfortunately, a lot of Amazon workers are poorly treated.
Oh, that's oh my goodness, darn Kiladas. The cartoon, Transformers.
Oh, Transformers. Oh, Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
Oh, I just got it. I wonder if Jason's listening.
He could be.
It might be. Yeah, I just got that when you said it was Transformers. I was like, oh, Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime Day.
It's the day for him.
Which is why everybody should buy electronics on Prime Day.
Right, because that could be a repurposed Transformer.
Yes.
Could be buying, what's the yellow ones? Bubble Butt. What's the yellow ones?
Bubble Butt.
Beetle Bubble Butt. I forgot his name.
Bumblebee.
You could be, it could be repurposed Bumblebee. And maybe he'll come back to life when you have him at home. Who knows? That would be awesome.
Well,
I'm getting tired.
I know one last thing I know one last things that people should buy. They should buy our books.
Yes, that would be awesome.
That's right. That is right. Tell us.
And one day I'm going to have a second book. I'm still working on it.
That's good. But I still like to read your first book. Tell us about your first book.
My first book is called Trudy Lim's Spaceship Captain, Earth Detective. And it's about Trudy Lim, who is the spaceship captain, and her co-pilot, Aurora. And they have to come to Earth, and they live on Earth for a while, but then they get the calling to go back into space. So it's set partly on Earth and partly in space. And I think it's good. I like it.
I love the snarky humor in it.
Thank you. I
love
appreciate that.
Really
Thank
good.
you. I love those characters, and I hope to do another one with them eventually.
And if you are into steampunk adventures, my brand new released book called Hunchback,
which I finished and I loved it.
It will have you over the moon because this poor little guy, he is apprenticed to an evil master, and he has to save all the people who are in his valley from the evil master's plan before it completes and destroys the entire world.
Yep. He has to go to all the different masters and defeat them, and they're wily, and each one's different.
Yep.
So, yeah, he's got to outsmart them. And he has the help of his little friends who are adorable.
Yep.
The blue guy, I can't remember names.
Creata.
I like that name. Creata.
And some of it will be fun, and some of it will be heartbreaking.
But I was thinking, it's a good story for everybody.
It is. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Whereas my book has like a few scenes that aren't for everybody, your book I think is solidly for everybody. So,
yeah, it pretty much has like a fantasy, epic, sci-fi element to it, but your humor is for everybody.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So keep an eye out for those two books. Now, Lola, where on the world in the internet can we find you? Because I know people should be looking for you.
I just paid the $96 for the year of my website again, LolaLariscy.com, LolaLariscy.com. So I need to update it since I just spent $100 on it. You can find me more often on Twitter. I just live on Twitter. That's Lola Lariscy. And I also run the Twitter for our other enterprise, Scanadrome Mag. So you can see me there too. That's pretty much, and I'm on MeWe, but I don't spend nearly as much time as I should. But if you really want to get in touch with me, do Twitter.
I am Sorcerer Zero. You can find me at lindatepler.com. I'm using Linda Tepler now as an author profile because it is much easier to find me under Tepler. That is Teppler. You can find me under either Linda Tepler or Sorcerer Zero on, under, my website. You can find me under sorcererzero.com or Linda Tepler on Twitter. I almost said Google Plus.
I know we were so used to for so long saying Google Plus. No more G Plus for us or for anybody. Goodbye, G Plus.
Goodbye. You can find my books on Amazon and on Audible. You can find Beery Good Entertainment under @BeeryGE. You can also find it under sorcererzero.com or lindadepler.com under the podcast page if you'd like to hear more about us.
Jason put a picture of a Kikaju. Is that where you got your name Kikaju from?
I think that I got Kinkajou actually from an internet search. Okay. It was a translation for something. I can't remember what it was a translation for. Kinkajou. Oh, those Kinkajou is like those little. It's like a little omnivore from South America. They're so cute.
It is cute. It looks like a little bat.
It does. And my Kinkajou is cute too. Yours
is cute too. And
not animalistic cute, but he is cute.
What was the name of your guinea pig? Was it Kikaju or something like that?
No, the guinea pig was Kiichi. And
Kiichi, okay.
And you will find Kiichi in the book.
Because I remember that one of the characters in your book was the same as as your guinai pig. Kiichi. Yes.
Kiichi was my guinea pig. He was adorable and demanding.
I bet he was. He knew what he wanted and he knew he'd get it. He was spoiled, but that's good.
That's a good.
He needed to be
thing.
Spoiled.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Kiichi.
Cybernaut says Kinkajou is also a bottle cutter. That is true. A Kinkajou is a bottle cutter. Yeah, you can cut the tops off bottles with it.
Okay. Cool. So a Kinkajou has a lot of purposes. One of them saving villages. It's one of the many purposes of a Kinkajou.
Yep.
And Kiichis are cute.
And Kiichis are cute. Guinea pigs are cute too.
Guinea pigs are cute. Although I will say I cried a little bit when what happened to the guinea pig at first happened.
Yeah.
In the book.
I cried. That's one of those. It's one of those heartbreaking scenes.
I was very upset about that. And I kept saying it's fiction, it's fiction, it's fiction.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really happen. It's fiction, it's fiction, it's fiction. Very upsetting.
Well, guys, I think it is time for us to go.
Yeah.
It's been a good discussion. It's been a good political discussion.
Good.
Eventually, we're going to have like a conflict discussion, but we'll discuss that eventually. A little closer to the actual debate. I'd like to have a debate with somebody who doesn't necessarily agree with me.
Well, we certainly got plenty of people that we know who we'll have healthy debates with, and sometimes we'll agree with them.
Yeah.
Sometimes we won't.
So,
Jason, I don't know if you heard, Jason, but we found a candidate for you. He's opposing Donald Trump. His name is, what was it, Bill Weld?
Bill.
He's pro-environment, pro.
He used to run. He used to run as a libertarian, and now he's a Republican.
And he's challenging Trump. So, sounds like right up your alley. So if we can get anyone away from Trump, at this point, I feel like I would almost pay people not to vote for Trump. I don't have any money.
No, Cybernaut, that is not the guy that wears the boot on his head.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
I hope
he didn't have a boot
him.
on his head. He didn't have a boot on his head in any of the photos I saw.
Yeah, hopefully it's not him. If that's him, then maybe don't vote for him because that sounds weird.
Unless the boot is filled with beer. If the boot is filled with beer and he's got a boot filled with beer on his head, Seems pretty human.
Well, but then he needs to balance because you don't want to drop it.
Mm-hmm. It's all about balance. The whole of life is all about balance.
Okay, I googled William Weld boot and nothing came up, so I'm hoping that that's not him. I mean,
I don't think that's him.
I don't think that's him either. I don't see any boots. I'm on images now. Nothing, no boots in him. The picture of Donald Hump,
Donald Hump.
humping
Oh
the
my God,
flag.
we figured out a new nickname for Donald Trump.
Jason doesn't like Will. He said he's a traitor. Yeah,
A
Donald
traitor.
Hump. I like that. Yeah, what happened? Why is he a traitor?
Because he turned into a Republican. Because he's not
He
running
is
for libertarian.
Okay. Well,
sometimes maybe he's trying to transform the Republicans from the inside out.
maybe. Okay, said he would never go back to the GOP. All right.
Well, our next podcast is the 27th, and it will be our British Entertainment podcast.
Yep. Yeah, we don't know what we're gonna watch yet.
No, I think there may be new episodes of Shetland. I think. I don't know. From what I looked at today, there may be new episodes of Shetland.
Besides the ones we already saw.
The ones we already saw, I have to look closer.
Ooh, okay.
We'll see, because our love of Shetland knows no bounds.
I love Shetland so much. I love it.
Well, guys, it has been great spending some time with you and being able to talk to you. And I think this Twitch thing is actually going to work out. Now, if you are not on Twitch today, you will be able to listen to this on Twitch. You'll be able to listen to it on YouTube. And of course, you'll be able to listen to this on all your major podcatchers. We really love you. We hope that you have a great night. We hope that you have a great beer. Thank you.
Okay, Jason has his